What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! FTC the strongest. It's finally August. We got the man Jimmy R rolling. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Check it out.
95. The Chicago Bulls are facing the Cleveland Cavaliers just a few games into their historic 72-win season. It's the beginning of Michael Jordan's first full season back after his retirement in 1993, and the Air Jordan 11s were just released for the very first time. One of the most coveted basketball
favorite shoes all time.
To get your hands on a pair of 11s today, you'll have to pay a hefty price, anywhere from $300 to $500. But these are just the re-releases of the original shoe. To get your hands on a pair of the OG 1995 Air Jordan 11 Concords, you'll need to part ways with about $1,000.
Why would you want to buy those though?
They're
fucking yellow.
And you have more money than you even know what to do with. You can buy these game-worn, signed Air Jordan 11 Concords from 1995.
How much?
An actual piece of basketball and sneaker history can be all yours for the small price of $56,000. Far from the original price tag of just a...
See, when I get, you know what I'm saying, this house and everything, bro, like, I definitely want to have certain, like, pieces and things like that. You know, but, bro, 65 racks for Jordan's official game-worn 95 Contours. Y'all think it's worth it? Oh, they said it closed, though. Someone copped it on August 13th.
$125.
It's already sold, I guess.
You see, these shoes have a unanimous approval.
Iverson wore them Concords too. That was lit.
From Kobe Bryant to Luka Doncic to the shoe connoisseur himself, PJ Tucker, and every
man, don't nobody care about Tucker, bro.
On the Mount Rushmore of basketball kicks, from the baseball diamond to the football field.
Randy Moss.
Of course, these shoes have transcended basketball itself,
man.
but it goes even deeper than that. Even at the time, while Jordan was
cool
still
11s,
in the league,
ooh, they had him in 02.
Championships, other NBA
Yo, that man Reggie's a menace, bro. The way he tying his shoes, though. Come on, man. Like, fam, look how tight them things is.
While Jordan was still in the league, winning championships, other NBA players were wearing this shoe. Even Michael Jordan's opponents were wearing the 11s, while guarding Michael himself. Everyone needed a pair of the Air Jordan 11s.
Bro, you tie them things way too tight, man.
This guy. This ordinary, very much 90s looking basketball fan, sitting courtside at that Bulls-Cavaliers matchup in 1995. The singular individual on earth that didn't like the 11s. In fact, this man disliked the shoe so much, he actually told Michael Jordan he didn't like them. And he did it right to his face. But let's back this up for a moment.
You paid money to come watch them play to say that.
It was just the fourth game of the season. Michael coming off of a relatively bad performance against the Celtics, scoring just 15 points earlier that same week. This is also his first week back on the court after losing to the Magic in the second round of the playoffs in the previous season. Michael was back, but for a brief period, fans didn't know if they would ever see the Michael Jordan again, or just the baseball-playing, movie-making Michael Jordan. Just the idea of a watered-down MJ was a dream come true for most of the league, especially for Cavaliers fans. Unfortunately for these fans, and this man in particular, this dream quickly became a nightmare. Now, the Cavaliers-Bulls rivalry wasn't really much of a rivalry at all. Leading up to the 1995 season, the Cavaliers hadn't beaten Michael in 2 years. At this point, the people of Cleveland were just happy Jordan was in town, except in their previous matchup.
The Cavaliers lead by 1, and Chicago trying to figure out a way to get the ball in the hands of Michael Jordan.
I don't know why Chris Mills is even up on Scottie Pippen, although the inbound passer is very dangerous. He should be off in the passing lane somewhere where Michael Jordan's going to go.
Next foul will put the Cavs over the net. Here is Jordan.
Pull up. Oh, no.
What happened here this afternoon?
A 1-point victory for the Cavs
He had
coming
the
at the
10s
hands
on.
of a rare missed potential game winner from Michael himself. Cavs fans were shocked and beaming with newfound confidence, which leads us to this eventful matchup in November of '95. This game was set to be a good one. Jordan prepared to redeem himself of the missed game winner and bury the Cavs once again. The Cavaliers prepared to do everything in their power to stop him.
In the NBA, and Michael Jordan Everybody talks about he's bigger. He played basketball all summer long with Chris Mills out in a special gym that they built for him out on the set in Hollywood, California. So Jordan's committed this year, and that's probably not good news for the rest of the NBA. A triangle offense going to work from Chicago right away. Jordan's going to lift. Bobby swooped into the hoop with the left hand.
What the heck?
Jordan threw a no-look to him over his head.
Bro, if I was to do that, bro, I'll be crucified for a week, bro.
He got a chance to take it again. Out here as an official, man.
Michael Jordan.
People be acting like Jordan never had bad games.
Mills, Ferry, and Michael Cage. Jordan with an open look at it, had it rattle on him. Michael now just 3 of 10.
Damn.
Jordan with that line drive 3, and Jordan showed it, and then
wow, that was center's fault. Butterfingers.
Now, how many times have we seen that through the course of Chicago Bull history with Jordan's teammates not being able to deal with his dishes?
With over half the game played and just 5 minutes left in the third quarter, Michael is once again having a bad night against the Cavs. They're doubling him at every available opportunity, forcing him into bad jumpers. With just 17 minutes left in the game, Michael has just 11 points on 5 for 14 from the field. The Cavaliers are up by 3, on their way to their second straight win against the Bulls. Michael just wasn't feeling it, and the Cavs were well on their way to winning this game. Until he happened. After the half, Michael with another subpar performance unfolding, this Cavs fan begins to feel dangerous, a bit cocky. So he starts to do something that only a few men have dared to do.
What?
He talks trash to Michael Jordan. Remember those Concord 11s we spoke about? The $56,000 pair of shoes?
Yep.
Well, these are those shoes. And this guy can't stand them so much that he went out of his way to say this.
The heck?
Now, in hindsight, we can all look at this clip and know this man just committed one of the deadly basketball sins of trash-talking Michael Jordan. But this guy is a Cavaliers fan. He is sick of Michael Jordan. Does he really hate the shoes? I mean, it's not like he couldn't afford them. The man is sitting courtside at an NBA game. Maybe he really is the only man alive who doesn't like the 11s. Or maybe, deep down, he's MJ's biggest fan, and he saw the opportunity to talk some smack to the GOAT, and he took it. But at what cost?
Damn, he messed up. That was Jordan's kryptonite though that night.
Tipped it into Jordan's hands, and they had problems. Jordan a lift and lace the 3 a little bit, tied at 67. Jordan again going.
MJ?
Look out now. He's home run twice.
That's right. They're forgetting about Michael.
Rose up and missed the jumper. Two goats, another opportunity. Michael for 3. Count it. In order for him to challenge Orlando, we saw what Indiana's benches are.
And they're going to need him too.
Michael Jordan
Sheesh.
fading away and busting it, and then with a look at the Cavalier bench after he bottomed it out. 50 seconds, his 13-point lead. Ena's Bulls go to 4-0. Michael Jordan buries another 3. Only had 6 in the first half, but my, how he has heated it.
The exact moment Hector knew he messed up.
Points, he's hit head matchup too strong
That's
for
funny.
both ball clubs. Make it 27 now.
The 24-second clock.
Bobby Phills with 26. Jordan with some hang time to fly it home.
After scoring just 6 points in the first half and hearing enough out of the sideline heckler, Michael Jordan flipped the switch and took it personally, scoring 23 points in the second half, knocking down shot after shot. It's been told that the game itself sometimes wasn't enough to get Michael fully engaged. He would oftentimes manufacture stories that would motivate him to take his game to another level. This is what us normal people would call a psychopath. But we're not Michael Jordan. Getting back at the Cavaliers after missing a game-winning shot to break a 2-year winning streak? Nah. Doing everything in your power to prove to the random sideline heckler that you are the GOAT and your shoes are awesome? Yes.
I like those.
After being down 3 points in the middle of the third quarter, the Bulls were propelled to an 18-point victory thanks to Michael's scoring barrage. The Cavaliers literally lost this game because of this guy. After going berserk in the fourth and sealing the victory, Mike heads to the bench in the final moments of the game. Now, pay attention to where he looks before he sits down. Right at our friend, the heckler. And the icing on the cake? A quick gesture to remind the guy to never step out of line again. I mean, this is just embarrassing. Mike just disassembled your whole team purely out of spite.
Right.
Then shushed you like a 3-year-old in front of 15,000 people. You might as well enter witness protection at this point. The Cavaliers played the Bulls 3 more times that season and got washed every single time.
That was Jordan's kryptonite.
Bulls was in that November matchup, and they probably would have beat the Bulls if this guy didn't make fun of Michael in his shoes. The irony? These shoes might just be the most sold basketball shoes of all time, widely regarded as the best basketball shoes ever, breaking Nike's sales records again and again and again.
And again.
Earlier this year, 26 years after they were originally released, the Air Jordan 11 Jubilees were the biggest drop of the year. This guy's comments about Mike being better in his old shoes was also wrong, since later that season Mike went on to win the scoring title, win MVP, led the Bulls to an NBA record 72 wins, won the NBA championship, and won Finals MVP in those shoes.
Them
Mr. Heckler
shoes,
was
man,
wrong about the shoes,
legendaries.
he was wrong about Michael, and his biggest mistake of all, he was dead wrong about trash talking the GOAT. Hope you all enjoyed.
Hey man, that's it, man. Coming up on the last dress, that's been a for me, mate.